Happy Friday the 13th. I'm Jake.
And I'm Alex, back again.
And as a tradition, we're going to be reacting to the next in the Cinema Snob's long list of Friday the 13th reviews, because even though he's finished every official entry, he still keeps doing these, digging up various things from fan films to parodies to the Friday the 13th Bollywood movie. Yeah, that was a thing, remember?
Yeah, I do.
But today, we're reacting to his review of Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood.
What else are you going to do on a Friday the 13th, right?
The last one was the movie where Jason was resurrected via lightning bolt.
Remember that.
Yeah.
Plausible.
Yeah, that was a fun movie. The lead characters were fucking awful, but the movie was fun. This is kind of where you could tell they were starting to run out of ideas, but it's the first one to have Kane Hodder as Jason, who many consider the best Jason.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's too bad he came in, once the franchise had started to spin a little bit, but it's alright.
Yeah.
Better late than never.
So, without further ado, let's watch and see how number 7 looks to you.
Okay.
Oh boy, made it just in time. Happy Friday the 13th, everyone, because we're now on the 7th entry in this series. I really should get a Friday the 13th poster, but at least I actually have the VHS tape. Smaller print on the side.
That's how you know he's a good collector.
Don't like that consistency. Don't like that consistency at all. Hey, we're back up here.
Yeah, you'd think they'd put it all together. A nice
This
box.
Friday the 13th movie where we find out Jason's whole head is the mask, and that he's going to exchange faces with some box cover model. And according to the back of the box, he definitely has arthritis this time around. Friday the 13th, Part 7, a girl with telekinetic powers goes to late for treatment and fights Jason. What kind of treatment, you ask? Well, the producers really wanted to do Freddy versus Jason at this point, but couldn't, so they opted for Carrie versus Jason instead. This is all wrong right off the bat. It should be Friday 7 Inc. This time around. The film is directed by special effects maestro John Carl Beechler, and if Part 7 is for some reason your first entry into the series, the opening has you covered.
There's a legend around here.
No?
A killer buried, but not dead.
Holy shit, it's Crazy Ralph! He's back from the dead! And why is Jason still a legend? He's killed like half the population of New Jersey at this point!
Some have even tried to stop him.
Corey Feldman.
That's because you keep paying to see these movies and forcing us cinema snobs to judge you for it. I appreciate the opening reminding me that people died, and due to the extreme cuts the MPAA forced upon the movie, these are some of the only fully death scenes you'll see in Part 7.
Yeah, this is a very censored
Part
movie.
6, where Jason was defeated by Tommy Jarvis lighting his farts. Already we start with Jason being totally unmasked, and behind that mask, his face is the title. New Blood, huh? Must stand for Tommy Jarvis isn't in this. Whoa, Larry Cox, Craig Thomas, Diane Almeida, and Kane Hodder as Jason? Really, you just needed one, guys. But how about that classic Friday the 13th theme?
More intense.
Yeah.
Stop beating the trash cans and play the original theme. So, Jason is still underwater, and in all this time, no one strapped a fucking bomb to him? Did Tina tell anyone he was down there? But before Tina can grow into her Carrie White-like abilities, she needs to finish off her role as Carol Ann from Poltergeist. Tina's father is rather abusive, and she handles an abusive parent like any child would.
Kills him with her mind.
By turning the deck into a Universal Studios theme park ride, That killed a guy. It's years later, and by the ridiculous timeline in these movies, that would put this around the year 2000. Oh yeah, I totally believe that this is 1988.
Nice hair.
Yeah, dead giveaway.
Good idea.
Finally, someone acknowledges that they really shouldn't be going to Murder Forest. Terry Kaiser plays Dr. Cruz, who thinks it's a good idea for Tina to return to the scene of her dad's death and to be next door to some partiers.
Hi. Here goes the neighborhood.
Racist? There is at least one decent guy there.
I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Here.
Thanks. You've been a great help. I don't know what I would have done without you.
Hey, be nice to Dr. Wesley from Days of Our Lives. Wait a minute. Clark Kent? No. I can handle Carrie versus Jason, but not Shot on Chidio versus Jason. I don't care how good this guy's bedside manner is.
And you're lying to me. You're lying because it happens when your emotions are at their peak. Concentrate, Tina.
Don't piss off the girl who can scanners your fucking head. Moving
Yeah.
shit is really easy when there's a magnet attached to it. Can this be more impressive?
Bullshit!
Oh,
Hell of a trick.
oh.
And that's going
Good thing we got the
straight onto
intense music.
YouTube, where I can leave a comment that says, fake. For luck, Tina gets a picture of Starman on her wall, and while Starman may have brought back Jenny Hayden, Tina is not quite as smart with her powers.
Oh, good.
Thanks, crybaby.
That's not
Wonderful.
her dad. Why the hell would her dad's body still be in the lake anyway? And while underwater, Jason
Ugh.
grew a whole foot taller, put on 100 more pounds from eating fish, and is in desperate need of a chiropractor. To explain this.
But it wasn't my father.
Your mind is manufacturing these hallucinations because
It wasn't a hallucination.
How can you psychoanalyze a telekinetic girl?
Stop breaking shit! A good sign that Jason is back is that someone's car broke down. The Jason sense is very bad on the car engine. These two are on their way to Party Cabin for the guy's surprise birthday party. Oh, spoiler.
What are you talking about?
This is supposed to be a surprise party for your birthday. Everybody's waiting for us to show up. I got this great cabin and everything.
For his birthday, you got him murder. You're a terrible girlfriend. They changed the name back to Crystal Lake from Forest Green. Might as well. It's still the murder capital of the world regardless, as these two are about to find out.
Oh.
Happy birthday.
Stab her in the ass. Be more specific. Oh my god, did she set up one of those murder mystery parties for my birthday? She's the greatest. And I get to be the murder victim. Oh, so much fun. Better than spending more time with these people.
what do you think of Starlacon? 30,000 years into the future, the entire galaxy is populated by highly evolved protozoa.
I think you need to go back to the drawing board, young Wachowski. Now we're introduced to two people who are totally gonna bang, and sorta Marty McFly's sister. Oh, and Tina can see murders now. So it's Jason versus Carrie versus Halloween 5. I'm guessing the treatment isn't working.
Never go Halloween 5.
What? The man thing in the lake, I saw him again. He was killing boys with a metal spike.
Relax. What do you mean you saw it?
It was Jason Voorhees. How do people still not know who he is?
Yeah, at this point,
Dr. Cruz
should
is
everyone
now
know?
from place,
turning
yeah.
you into the mannequin. What is it about Jason that makes random people want to fuck?
Dear, we need wood.
You know there's a bill for that. Oh, that kind of wood. Sorry. At least Jason now has wood. He's got a very strange fetish. Good stock footage from Friday the 13th, the final chapter. You couldn't film another tent? That is so obviously not the same tent. Well, they didn't use sleeping bag stock footage.
BAM!
That was originally a much longer sequence in which he beat her several times against that tree. Here, it just looks like she died from a few broken ribs. There's no one concerned that the birthday boy didn't show up.
You know Michael. He probably got pulled over for drunk driving and spent the night in jail.
I mean, the guy can smell a party 100 miles away. He'll be here.
Your friend appears to have a drinking problem. You should really get his dead body some help. And who needs a party when we got Nick's backstory?
I grew up in Pittsburgh. I used to hang out with a real bad crowd. Then I
Exposition.
get out. Now I go to night school. Your turn.
Dude, you look 30. After kissing Nick, yet getting caught by Melrose Place, someone is now in a good mood.
Hello, Tina.
And good mood is instantly crushed. Sounds like Tina just
Questioning the ethics of this doctor-patient relationship.
Plus very tasteless jokes about her mental illness. Wow. Excellent Joe Chill impression. I'm starting to think that Tina coming back to this house was a very stupid idea.
Look what you're doing to her.
Not the
Because
TV.
now they need a new TV set. How are they going to watch Friends reruns? It might be the episode Dr. Wesley is on.
Commercial area.
Doesn't matter. Two other people are about to fuck.
When did you first fall in love with me?
First time I saw the enormous size of your beautiful wallet.
Oh, don't say that. You know Jason is a gold digger.
There's the classic theme.
And now he's gonna collect everything from that guy's life insurance. This girl, however, he's killing just for fun. Ooh, someone is working on her She's All That plot line because she has a crush on the stoner. And Dynasty here wants to bang Nick so hard that she's even willing to bang Kelso from that 70s show only to make Nick jealous.
The hair.
Too much drama in this movie. You're right, Doctor. This is a nice night for a walk through the middle of the woods. That's probably just some leftover Halloween decorations. Tina's mom finds out the truth about Cruz. He likes collecting clamshell VHS tapes.
The Anderson case is 65. The documentation here is much greater. Keeping Tina's trauma and stress levels high, I am confident I can induce huge psychokinetic reactions.
I don't know that shot on Shitty-O movie. Is it the missing segment from Tales from the Quadet Zone? I don't think I trust this Cruz guy.
You brought her here so that you could watch her perform.
Again,
Duh.
think of the YouTube hits. Astronomical! Dr. Cruz wants to have her committed, not because she's an X-Men, but because she stole the car, and she wants to run down hallucinations in the road. Now, your car may be wrecked, but don't go looking for wood, you will die. Extreme Makeover is now looking her best year 2000. She looks so good, she's making dead bodies fall from the trees. Oh, where are
That's a
you
good
going?
scream.
Jason just wants to tell you how great your new look is.
Only character I feel sorry for.
Unfortunately, his full love for you has been left on the editing room floor, along with the other love scenes.
Lot
The fucking is
cuts.
still left intact. Does Jason sense more fucking? Yep, definitely more fucking. Meanwhile, the black guy is celebrating the fact that he's not the first one to die. But he was still gonna die eventually. He and his girlfriend sure had a lot in common.
It's a given.
And that thing they have in common is more chopped up death scenes. Sorry to keep harping on this, but the real killer of this film isn't Jason, it's the MPAA. These death scenes should be intact so that I can complain about this movie being far too violent. Oh, but thank God they left in the awkward sex rejection scene.
I've been rejected by some of the finest science fiction magazines in the continental United States.
Dude, that's because you wrote Star Odyssey. And still, no one has cleaned up this Halloween decoration.
Michael.
This is no time for an I told you so. What the hell kind of mood do you need to be in for this kind of movie?
I'm really stoned.
Makes sense. But will Stoner with the munchies get his post-sex food?
Pop a balloon.
I think he will. Whoa, he died. I was way wrong. And why the fuck does Dr. Cruz just have Jason Voorhees clippings laying around?
Who wouldn't at this point?
Yeah, it's everywhere. And you're right there.
Do you ever watch the fucking news? And this fucking bastard should be killed for opening another person's birthday presents.
Melissa?
Jason doesn't take too kindly to bad birthday party etiquette. Look guys, we've got 25 minutes of this movie left. You all really need to start dying at a much quicker rate. One death per 5 minutes just isn't cutting it.
Oh, he jumped.
Again, killed by a few broken bones. Can't stay on this scene. Lar Park Lincoln and Kevin Spiritus actually give very good performances. I need to go back to more death scenes.
Ah.
Thank you for using her body as a human shield. I was worried no one else was gonna die in this movie. If you were ever gonna turn into your superhero alter ego Denim Man, this is the time to do it. Perhaps you could save Dr. Cruz before he's killed, and Jonathan Silverman and Andrew McCarthy do hilarious shenanigans with his body. Or don't.
Huh.
Where'd you find that?
Just lying around.
Get that?
Lame.
It's a good thing that was cut out. Slasher movie fans really hate gruesome death scenes, just like fans of comedy films really hate the funny parts. Thanks for looking out for us at VAA. Why the hell is Jason dragging bodies into the middle of the woods? Everyone needs a hobby, I guess. And why does this body keep falling from the trees at just the right moments? Oh,
Timing.
It's time for that knuckled and telekinetic knuckled Jason versus Carrie throwdown that we've been waiting for. Or it could be that they're simply in the woods from the Evil Dead.
My
Clearly
thoughts.
She didn't read
Exactly.
the newspaper clippings where electricity only makes him stronger. But it's finally happened. Jason's been waiting this whole week to jump through a window in slow motion. Nothing's gonna stop him. Wouldn't it be something if that worked? This might be the first entry
that's
where
evil.
Jason is annoyed to death. Jason may be a killer, but at least he isn't doing slapstick with a human head. Tasteless. And Tina is so selfish for not even thinking of the carpenter pills. There's easier ways to get rid of termites. Is this the end?
Nope.
Jail.
From the Part 6 review.
Fucking mistakes. I don't know what's worse, having a rooftop fall on you or having to spend time with 90210.
Thank you.
Jason says neither are any good. You know what this needs? Good old-fashioned going banana style sound effects.
Don't.
Good. Jason versus Home Alone. I definitely didn't ask for that. She could break the rest of his spine, but melting his mask works too.
Get ready. Gee.
Holy shit, it's Doomsday! Just leave a suicide note next to him. You can cover all of this up nicely. So, did that finally kill him?
Nah.
Jail. After 7 movies, Jason finally gets nailed. I'm starting to really love annoyed as hell Jason. But don't light him on fire. You're gonna ruin his beautiful face. They have Kentucky Lover from the movie's budget happening on screen. Don't know how this movie can top blowing him the fuck up.
Let's get out of here.
I would ask how the fuck did they not see him coming, but the most ridiculous thing in the movie is about to happen right now.
Daddy!
What? She can bring people back from the dead? Why is his body still down there? What is with Crystal Lake and not cleaning the bodies out of the water? Another Friday the 13th movie, another post-massacre ambulance scene. Thankfully, Nick has a more answered conclusion than Paul from part 2. So, Jason's
surprisingly happy ending.
And fire,
Yeah.
but being pulled underwater by a zombie killed him. Wait, I didn't hear jail. How do I know if this is the real ending or not? And thus ends one of the most infamously hacked to shreds slasher films of the 1980s. There have been some DVD releases that have included the uncut death sequences as bonus features. Yeah, that's nice. You know what would have been better? Putting them in the actual movie! And yet this movie still turned in a profit, making $19 million against a $2 million budget, and we got the first appearance of Kane Hodder as the definitive Jason. While part 7 may have mixed things up a bit by adding an element of sorcery into the series, later entries would also try shaking up the formula as well. For instance, the next Friday the 13th movie is Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, in which he totally takes Manhattan. Kinda. Sorta. Not really.
I know. Star Mummy.
He was wrapped up. Yeah, that's Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. How's it look?
I thought, I thought there were some good elements to it. Again, the Jason angle is good here. It has all the right cliches, it checks all the right boxes, right? It's just that unfortunately they cut too much of it out. So I agree with Brad here that they just kind of gutted the whole film.
I remember watching this and thinking, it's not a badly made film, but the censor hack job is just a bit too distracting. But as far as Kane Hodder goes, I'm not sure if he's my favorite Jason, but he definitely has the build for it.
Right.
And he knows how to play the intimidation game.
I'm not sure that the telekinesis angle was really necessary to add anything. Definitely that end scene did not add anything with the dad popping out of the water. That was absolutely ridiculous. Like you said, it is just kind of a sign of people running out of things to write about here.
And even then, this is not the craziest the series will get. And I'm not talking about Manhattan, which, to be honest, that's actually one of my favorite entries, just because of how nuts it gets. But the craziest is probably Jason X, which we'll get to down the line, where he goes into fucking outer space. And funny enough, that's actually one of the most fun films in the series.
Because of it just campy or ridiculous? Yeah.
Well, it was clear, the makers of that film were aware how stupid the idea is.
Yeah.
So you could tell, they were gonna have fun with it, and just let you know, yeah, we know this is silly, but we're gonna make the best of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's absolutely formulaic. You have all the same, it's basically the same story. They're all gathering at this camp, they're partying, he's picking them off one by one in the woods. I mean, it's pretty much the same. But yeah, I think some of the characters here added a unique dimension to this chapter.
I loved a lot of Brad's jokes here.
Yeah.
Too many to count. I liked his behind the scenes facts on the censors, like the sleeping bag death.
Mm-hmm.
And the jokes about the shrink and the kids, like...
I like how he linked up the kids to a lot of other, stars in different shows and whatnot. So that was probably my favorite.
Totally, and say what you will about the finale, but the special effects were reasonably good.
Especially on the budget. I mean, there's a pretty lower budget here, so...
Yeah, and the scene of Jason being set on fire in the basement, I think I remember reading that at one point that was the world record for the longest fire stunt, which is interesting that Kane Hodder would do a scene like that, because years before this movie was made, he was actually in a very serious fire stunt gone wrong that resulted in like 50% of his body being third-degree burn.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it was very fun, and I look forward to getting to part 8 where they go to Manhattan.
Oh, jeez. Let it die. No, but...
That reminds me, he mentioned how Freddy versus Jason, they originally wanted to do that.
Yeah.
But it took until like 2003 to get it done. In that film, Freddy screams, "Why won't you die?" What everyone...
It's accurate.
What everyone asks. And that's about it. Happy Friday the 13th, everybody.
All right, enjoy.
Have a nice October, and you'll see you again hopefully soon.